Hey, welcome in, everyone. It's been a busy week, but here I am. So yeah, thought I'd come in and check in on you guys, see how you guys are all doing. How is everyone? I'm doing good. Like I said, it's been a busy week, and here it is already Thursday. I thought yesterday was Tuesday, and then halfway through the day, I was reminded that it was Wednesday. So here we are, Thursday. Anyway, I thought, while I wait for you guys to get into the chat room, I would just kind of check in on all you guys. Let's run through the Zodiac real quick and see, what are you guys all feeling? How are you? All that kind of good stuff. So yeah, and then you guys come in. Be happy to read for you all. So I want to start with my thumbnail as a collective energy, all right? And I want you to look at this card. Here we have the Ace of Pentacles. This comes from this really quirky deck called the Shuffle Tarot. And in the Shuffle Tarot, everything is kind of moved over a little bit. And here, usually the coin is just sitting in the hand, but it's like it's dropping out of the sky. So it wouldn't surprise me if some of us, receive an opportunity or something out of nowhere comes in front of us. So let's pay attention to any kind of great opportunities that might just drop out of the sky towards us. So I like that because, the aces, they're usually an indication of a gift. So yeah, that's how we're starting your reading. So while we wait for people, like I said, let's run around the Zodiac wheel and just kind of check in with everyone. We're going to start with my Aries. Grateful, thankful for the messages for all of us today. Let's look at the next 24 hours. Let's say 24 hours, 48 hours. What's everybody feeling around the Zodiac wheel for the next 24 to the 48 hours? All right, so Aries, we're starting out with you, strong with the King of Swords. So the very serious energy, so you might be very serious. But listen, with the Three of Cups coming alongside it, don't forget to have some fun, all right? Yeah, you got to get work done. I mean, this is serious energy. We've got things to do. The King of Swords demands things, so maybe your boss might be demanding. But at the same token, don't forget to have a good time with everyone. Because work, when you're enjoying yourself really goes by quickly. So I think for the next 24, 48 hours, don't forget that, all right? You can get the work done, but have a good time anyway. All right. So moving on to my Taurus, what does the next 24, 48 hours look like for you? We've got the Five of Pentacles coming in with the Seven of Cups. It's funny. I almost feel like some of you Taurus have some time, and it's like, I don't know what I should do with this time. I mean, it's kind of, I don't know why that came up, but it's just like with the Seven of Cups, it's usually, what should I do? There's a lot of things to do. And I almost feel as if you don't know what to do. Because the Five of Pentacles, you've gone so long, having to deal without something, or it's been a little bit of a struggle that now you've got a little bit of time on your hands. So whatever you do, fill it with good things. Hey, welcome in. All right, let's see. Who's next? Gemini. We've got the Eight of Wands, and we've got the Knight of Swords on top of it. So I feel like over the course of the next couple of days, maybe there's a lot that you would like to say. Maybe you shouldn't say anything. All right, because the Eight of Wands is about, not setting anything in motion, not having a lot of communication, shutting down. And with the Knight of Swords sitting on top of it, I almost feel like if there is something that you really have to say or you really want to say, maybe not right now, and this is only the next 24, 48 hours, all right? So before you say anything, hold back. Maybe more information is going to reveal itself, all right, Aries. Maybe you're dealing with an Aries, Gemini. Anyway, that's what I've got for you. All right, let's see. Cancer. Next 24, 48 hours, we've got the Ten of Wands to the Page of Cups. Sitting here, coming in strong. Maybe, for some of you Cancers, I feel as if everybody's going to be going out and I've got things to do. I don't have time, or I can't afford to go. There's that energy, or maybe there's somebody in your circle who is like that. But I feel like, over the course of the next, day or two, like the Page of Cups, these guys are out partying, they're having a good time. And, here you are carrying all this weight. You have to do all the responsibility. So that's another message in there, Cancer, Cancer, that if somebody is, like we have a lot of work to do and they said that they would come over to help and it turns out that, they're not helping at all. I mean, it could be a situation like that. Anyway, that's what I see for you, Cancer. Hey, welcome in, you guys. Nice to see you guys. Hi, Lily. Hi, Vicus. Randy, it's nice to see you, baby girl. It's nice to have all you guys in there. All right, let's move on. Let's see what's going on for all of my Leos for the next 48 hours. We got the Wheel of Fortune coming out with the 10 of Cups. So good news around the family. Maybe you hear some good news from the family. I just like the combination of this because this is just all warm and fuzzy. So, maybe some family members are going to be coming towards you to see you, or maybe you to see them. I just get the feeling here, that there is something really, really great on the horizon when it comes to the family. So everybody's going to feel good for the next couple of days. Yeah, listen, I'll get to all you guys in the chat. Let me run through the rest of the Zodiacs, all the signs for the next 48 hours, and I'll turn my attention to you guys. So if you have any questions, throw them in the chat. If you don't want to stick around, you can come back. I try to answer all of the questions. We don't have that big of a chat room. I can still do that. Maybe one day I'll have to be a little bit more selective. But right now, I'm trying to get through everybody's questions and try to answer everybody fairly. All right, who's next? We did Leo. Let's go on to Virgo. Virgo, for the next 48 hours, we have the Hanged Man reversed to the Nine of Pentacles. So you're confused about something, but the thing is, the Nine of Pentacles says, you can't do it, all right? Whatever it is, you can't afford it. Whatever it is, you can't even think about it. So I'm feeling like some of you Virgos out there, you need to look at all of the things that you've already got tied up, all of the things you have to do. Because to add one more thing on there, it's only going to make it harder. It's going to make it worse. It's going to make you feel even more insecure. So with the Nine of Pentacles, no impulse shopping, because a lot of times, we want to buy something. I mean, sometimes it's an emotional thing, but we just don't want to do that. But anyway, the Nine of Pentacles coming in here reverse is really telling me that you need to be very, very careful. And maybe even look at your finances a little bit finer, with a fine-tooth comb and see how you can maybe help your situation out a little bit. But the struggle I'm feeling financially is definitely there for my Virgos. Hey, welcome in, you guys. It's nice to see you all in here. Don't forget to hit that like button. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. All right, moving on. We're going to look at my Libras. Libras, I see you guys, trying to figure out how you're going to be able to save some money. Maybe you're thinking about saving some money for something you want to do here in the future. Maybe something you want to do. But I definitely have that, you Libras are really thinking about putting some money away, working really, really hard, since to save money for a rainy day. And with this Page of Swords, I just feel as if maybe you've been awarded something, or maybe you're going to be going somewhere. It could be work. It could be something, having to do with school. It's definitely something that really excites you and something you really want to do. It could even be like a workshop. So I think some of you guys are going to be saving some money for that. So that's really exciting, huh? All right, let's see. Who's next? Libra, Scorpio. Scorpio, we've got the Nine of Swords coming in reversed to the Judgment card. Welcome in, you guys. So Scorpio, we've got the Nine of Swords and the Judgment card. All right, listen, you got to quit worrying about something, all right? Call it good, call it done, so that you can move over. If something is not meant to be, we need to let it go, all right? The Nine of Swords, this is an energy that says, listen, if we get to the Ten of Swords, we can put an end to it once and for all. But now it's starting to affect you in all kinds of ways. And here with this Judgment card, I think you are really ready. I think you're ready to move on to the next step, the next phase, regardless of what the outcome is, because you can no longer be in this mental state over a situation. I gotta pull one more card for you, Scorpio, because I need to see what this is about. Now, it could be about an opportunity or someone, that you are working towards or you want to go towards. I feel like don't worry, Scorpio. By the fall, everything will be fine, all right? I just feel like you're really changing and things aren't lining up the way they used to. I just did your reading, Scorpio, so I feel like this goes along with your reading, you know, where your past no longer fits your future. And there's a better future for you in front. All right, let's see. Sagittarius, welcome in, Sag. Welcome in, all you guys. Sagittarius, we have the Eight of Cups and the Four of Wands. So this is energy, people, just for the next 24, 48 hours. I'm almost done here, and then I'll look at the chat and say hi to everyone personally and see if there's anybody out there wants a reading, wants me to pull a card. Happy to do so. But right now, we are looking at Sagittarius, and we have the Eight of Cups coming in reverse to the Four of Cups, also coming upright. So I like this energy because I feel as if you want to fix something with somebody you are very bonded with. All right, the fact that, you know, the outcome is this Four of Wands. And, you know, look, I feel like, you know, everything works out. I think you've gone through too much together to just throw things out the door. If you guys had a fight or you had some falling out with someone, I just feel as if, you know, you're going to turn things around. And you'll fix it because you guys are truly, truly bonded. All right, whoever this person is that you might have had a tiff with. So that's what I've got for you for the next 24, 48 hours. All right, let's see who's next. Capricorn. Capricorn, we have the Two of Cups coming in reversed to the Queen of Swords. All right, you know, so I feel like, you know, over the course of the next couple of days, a relationship could be on trial. Somebody could be really, really angry at someone. This Queen of Swords, I mean, she put her foot down. She's got her sword in the ground here. You mean what you say and you say what you mean, right? And I feel as if, you know, and you're not budging. So there could be an issue that comes up between you and your person and I really feel like you're not budging. I mean, look, this bull he's laid down. He's not moving. So whether they like it or not, you know, I feel like you want it your way, and you're going to make sure that happens, right, Capricorn? All right, let's see. Now we've got Aquarius. Next 24, 48 hours, we've got the Empress coming in reverse to the Nine of Cups. All right, the Empress energy, let's talk about it. You know, like this is, you know, not feeling very good about yourself right now. This could be just you in general. This could be how you are dealing with your life, with your family, with your kids. A lot of times the Empress does talk about motherhood. It is caused by the Nine of Cups as well. This is a wish card. We do see a genie, but he is reversed. For some of you, maybe you were hoping to be pregnant, and I just don't see that that's happening. Maybe not just yet. And for others, you know, there is a situation that you can't do, you know, maybe because of the responsibilities you have at home. You know, but I just feel as if, you know, you need to pull this out and turn it around, you know, and make it a good day, you know, because I just feel like, you know, don't lose the whole day because maybe you don't get to do something because you have to, you know, your duties as a mom or calling you to do this, you know, embrace what the moment is and what you are doing with your kids or with whatever it is you are doing. The one other thing that I am picking up with this Aquarius is that some of you may not feel good in your body. You know, and some of you may be questioning whether or not, you know, you're pretty enough, you're good enough, you should lose weight, maybe you should get a haircut. I mean, there's just a sense of insecurity I get with some of you Aquarians. So be kind to yourself, all right, Aquas? And last but not least, we have our Pisces. All right, Pisces, let's see what's coming up for you for the next 24, 48 hours. We've got the Two of Pentacles. And we've got the Fool card. All right, so listen, don't go doing something that you know is foolish, all right? Because the Two of Pentacles, when it comes up reversed, right, this is a card that you can't pretend that you're going to be able to pull this one off, all right? So don't go doing anything that, you know, you could really lose a lot of money with, or you could lose time. I just feel like over the course of the next couple days, you know, don't go doing anything foolish. All right, Pisces? I mean, honestly, that's what I feel like I have to tell you. So that's what I've got for all of us. A quick run around the Zodiac wheel to just check in and see how you guys are all doing. Let's see who is in the chat. Let me go back here. Let's see, move this over a little bit. How is everyone? Let's see. We got Baby Girl. She started it. And then we got Randy and Lily and Vicus. Rajeshwar, welcome in. I think you would like a reading. Kenneth, welcome, Kenneth. Nice to see you, baby girl. Let's see, Rashwar. Let's see who else. Kenneth. All right, Chandrashkar. I can't say that. Lifestyle Bangalore from India. All right, welcome in. Welcome in, welcome in. Anna, nice to see you. Solar Ovum, welcome in. Greetings from Europe. Greetings here from New Mexico. Welcome in, you guys. Shri Devi, welcome. Yep, I did Cancer. Kenneth, Solar. Who else is in here? Aquarius and my person's a Capricorn. Oh, there you go. Lena, nice to see you. Perna. Perna wants a general reading. Desiree, welcome in. I'm just trying to give everybody their 5 minutes of fame here. Gerline, welcome in. Nice to see you. I'll pull a card for you. All right, I think there was someone way up here at the beginning. Kenneth. Lived in a small country town. You got bullied all the time. Staying in weed is chill. All right. Let's see. Vicus, you want to know how to get success. I think there was someone in front of you. Rajeshwari. What will happen in life? Is there something good or just a struggle? So let's start with Rajeshwari. And I'll move on down through the chat and make sure. And if I forget you or I pass you by, throw a message in and we'll see. Hi, Lena. Yeah, I'll get to you, Lena. And you too, Perna. I'll do y'all, but right now we're going to do Rajeshwar. We want to know whether, you know, something good or let's see, what kind of cards can come out? What good things can you tell me to tell Rajeshwar? Let's see. You are getting the 9 of Swords. You've got to get out of your head, all right? Because being worried about the what's coming and what to do and all of that is not helping you. You need to just have faith, all right? Because the 9 of Swords says there's a situation you've been dealing with as well, Rajeshwar, that has been very difficult, all right? Because the card that follows this is the 10. It wants it to come to an end. So, I mean, the only way that you can do that is by you ending it. So I feel as if it's finally time for some kind of an ending to happen so that you can at least release yourself. Because with this, there's a lot of anxiety, and you don't want this anxiety. So that's what I got for you, Rajeshwar. All right, let's see. Good morning, baby girl. I hope you're still out there. Nice to see you. Let's see who is next. Vicus, how to get success. Let's find out how Vicus can get success. Give me a card to give advice on Vicus on how to get success. Grateful, thankful for Vicus. Rajeshwar, I just did your reading. You got to get out of your head, Rajeshwar. All right, let's see what's going on for Vicus. Vicus needs some advice on how to gain a little success. What card comes out for Vicus? King of Swords. Look at this. This is really getting to the top. I think if you keep going, you'll be just fine. The King of Swords is somebody who knows what they're talking about. They study what it is that they do. They become a pro in whatever field it is. This could even be, you know, legal matters. It could be military. It could be whatever it is. But I see you at the very top. So keep doing what you're doing, Vicus. Because I feel as if, you know, you're reaching a point where, you know, people will be coming to you for the advice because of the wisdom that you know. So you'll get to success. All right, let's see who else. Chandrashkar. I don't know if that's how I say your name. Okay, Rajeshwar, I don't know what Scorpio Ascendant means. I already did a reading for you. I'm going to read for everybody that I haven't read for. You can go back, Rajeshwar, and see what it says. But I remember that it was the 9 of Swords. So heed that message. That's your message for today. Although you were sober. Oh, good for you, Kenneth. I'm glad you got out. Let's see who else is out there. Yeah, Shri Devi, I just quickly ran around the whole Zodiac. I did everyone. I'm pretty sure I did everything. All right, greetings from rainy Scottish, from Scotland. Welcome in, Kenneth. Nice to have you from Scotland. Cheers. Perna, you want a general reading? Let's go down to you. General reading for Perna. Grateful, thankful for the messages from my friend Perna. I'm sorry if I don't say your name right, but that's just how I'm pronouncing it. But listen, Spirit knows who you are. All right, general reading. What can you tell me? Good news for Perna. Give me a card for Perna. A general read for her. Let's see. Oh, this card wanted to stay out. We got the Queen of Pentacles. This is a nice, stable, sober energy. I like it. If you're wondering, you know, whether you're going to have money in your older age, I would say yes. I feel as if, you know, there is this sense about you that's very, very solid, very grounded, very responsible. You know, and when the Queen shows up, everybody can relax because everything is getting done. So I like this for you because I feel like that's the energy that you are in. And that's how people see you, you know, very solid, very grounded. Let's get one more card for you, Perna. Seven of Pentacles, and it's coming in reverse. You know, here's the one thing that I'll tell you about a message for you specifically right now with the Seven of Coins coming in reversed. If there's something that you're working on and it's not paying off, don't keep putting money into it. All right, because I see that you started something and you wanted to produce, but with the seven coming up reversed, you know, maybe you got to cut your losses, especially if it's not going to work for you down the road. All right, Perna, so that's what I've got for you. Lena, you need to know about your mother. Took her out to lunch, however you're concerned. All right, let's find out, Lena. Her name is Desiree, actually. On the thing, it's Desiree, but her name is Lena. Lena, let's find out about your mom. What's going on with Lena's mom? Grateful, thankful for the messages for Lena. She just wants to know about her mom. All right, the Magician's come up reverse. Well, she's definitely hiding something. When the Magician comes up reverse, this is, you know, trying to make things happen or make things appear as you want them to appear, even though they may not be real. So I feel as if there's definitely something she's not telling you. Let's see, what else can you tell me about Lena's mom? Grateful, thankful. But yeah, when the Magician comes out reversed, this could be somebody trying to make things happen. Like, if, you know, staying one step ahead of someone to not find out something, or trying to make something happen so that nobody finds out. You know, usually it backfires when it's reversed because, you know, it's manipulating something that doesn't, you know, manifest really well. And then we have the King of Swords coming in reversed. You know, so yeah, when it comes to your mom, there could be a situation that she's dealing with, and she might be dealing with somebody. It could be your dad or somebody who has a lot of control. They're kind of mean, and I'm just wondering if there might be somebody around her that's not being very nice, trying to get her to do things that she doesn't want to do. I do have the Page of Swords at the bottom of the deck. You know, this kind of tells me do some research, kind of scoping out, maybe kind of see what you can find out, because I definitely feel like there could be somebody who's involved in this that's making her some way or another. So that's what I've got for you, Lena, around your mom. Let's see, who else? Solar ovum would like a general reading. Let's do one for you. Are you still out there? Grateful, thankful for you, ovum. Boy, the cards just want to stay out. There could be somebody who's stalking you or keeping an eye on you. I'm just saying, I think there's somebody interested in you in some fashion. But let's see, what is your general reading for you? I'm just going to call you Solar. All right. Grateful, thankful for all of you guys being in the chat. Thanks for coming in. Hit that like button. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Help me grow my channel. I really would love to see my channel grow. For many reasons, but I really would like to see it grow. All right, Solar, are you ready? Here comes your cards. First card out for you is Strength card. I like that. To the Chariot. So I feel like if there's something that's been blocking you, I feel like you can deal with it. You can handle whatever the block is, especially with that Strength card. Now, what the Strength card is saying is, like, if you need to get past whatever it is that's holding you back, you know, you've got to pull on all of those instincts that you have. Don't be afraid, you know, to step into some maybe not so characteristic, you know, personalities that need to come out in order to push through a block that you have going on. Let me pull one more card for you, all right, Solar? Five of Wands, yeah, you know, especially if it comes to you having to like stand out among others or go up against competition, things of that nature. If you have some kind of a block about that, I mean, honestly, you just got to be authentically who you are and you will shine above everyone else. All right. So yeah, push through that block. And also with that Chariot card, if you have car problems, be careful of that, because with it coming in reverse, travel could be hard. Getting places could be a struggle. You know, it's just there's a hiccup when it comes to being able to move freely with that Chariot coming in reversed. Rajeshwar, I already did your reading, so I'm going to keep going and do Gurleen. Gurleen, grateful, thankful. You want a love life reading. Grateful, thankful for you, Gurleen. It's nice to see you back again. Some of these names are familiar. That always makes me feel good to see you guys come back. All right, Gurleen, let's find out. A love life reading. Give me a card for Gurleen and tell me about her love life reading. Grateful, thankful for Gurleen at this time. All right, let's see what's going on for you, Gurleen. All right, love life. All right, Seven of Pentacles coming in reverse. All right, this has come up for someone else just recently. Look, you've got to end something with somebody that's not giving back. All right, when we have the Seven of Pentacles, if you keep putting into something and it's not growing and things aren't changing and it's getting harder, it says it's time to put that to an end. Excuse me. We have the World card here, you know, and we've got the Seven of Pentacles also saying it's time for this to come to an end. And then it's followed by the Hierophant. You know, if you really want love and you want, you know, a better life, you got to move on from whatever it is that you're doing right now, because that's not where you're going to find the marriage, the person. And I do see you finding love. I see you finding someone and even working, you know, in another place that, you know, is more in line with you. But definitely, Gurleen, something needs to come to an end here. And then it'll free you up and you'll see all kinds of good stuff will come up for you. So that's what I've got for your love life reading, Gurleen. Baby girl, did I not get you? All right. All right, baby girl. Is PJ and I going to end up together the way he makes things seem, or is he just telling me what I want to hear? All right, baby girl, I'm going to pull a card on that. What's the real deal for baby girl here? Inquiring minds want to know. We need to know, does he mean what he says? If this card wants to stay out, what is it? No, he doesn't. You know, he's all about him. Be careful with someone like that, because the energy of a King of Swords, this is somebody who knows enough that they can use it to their advantage and not necessarily to yours. So I don't see him being really serious, and I don't think he means anything that he's telling you. He's going to tell you whatever it's going to take for him to get whatever it is he wants. Yeah, Justice card. You know, make sure things are balanced, you know, because, you know, there's also a situation. I wonder whether or not he could have some legal issues that might come up, and you don't want to be a part of that either. So anyway, I just feel as if, baby girl, this is not your forever person. And this is somebody who is, you know, kind of stringing you along. Bottom of the deck, we have the Knight of Pentacles coming in reverse. I mean, again, this is them not meaning anything that they say. And then it's sitting on top of the Ace of Cups, also reversed. So think long and hard about how much you want to emotionally invest into someone who may not emotionally invest into you. All right, baby girl? That's what I've got for you. Hi, Noor. Welcome in. Hamas, welcome. Oh, Noor, you still want to know what the current feelings are? Hi, Larry. Welcome in. He's in jail. Crazy. Thank you. Yeah, don't wait for him. All right, let's see what's going on. What's going on, Noor? I'm going to pull another card for their current feelings. I think the last one wasn't so good. You got skipped, Lena? I'll come back. All right, look, we got the High Priestess coming out. I think intuitively you know what's going on. He's being really, really quiet, the Hermit. I mean, you want him to come out and say something, but here, you know, he's being very, very quiet. You know, I just feel as if, you know, if you do ever hear from him, it'll be out of the blue. But right now, what I get from it is like he just wants to be quiet. And the fact that, you know, the High Priestess, I think you kind of know. But then it's crossed by the Hermit coming in reverse, you know. So it's like, you know, if he ever was to come out and talk to you, I think that's what your hope is. Let's get one more card on that. But at the end of the day, it's not meant to be. We have the Two of Cups reversed. So, Nora, I'm going to say it again. You know, I invite you to find a way to move on and move past this one so that you can start really living your life. I mean, really. Lena, what was your question? Because you keep retracting your question. If you keep retracting your question, I can't answer it. So that could be why I skipped over you. Hi, AA. Welcome in. ASVR. Welcome back. AA, could I possibly have a reading if that's possible? You sure can, AA. Oh, thanks. I'm having a bad hair day. But thanks for the compliment. All right, AA, let's find out what's going on. AA, you want a reading? Anything in particular? AA, yes, no, maybe. No. All right, AA, I'm going to pull just a random general card for you. See what comes out for my friend AA. All right, let's see, AA. Here comes your card. Are you ready? All right, the King of Swords. Boy, this guy keeps coming out. You might be dealing with somebody who is very difficult. Let's get another card on this guy. Queen of Cups. Yeah, and emotionally, you might be dealing with somebody that makes you walk on eggshells, or maybe you're the one that makes them feel like they're walking on eggshells. But emotionally, I feel like a real disconnect between you and someone, because the Queen of Cups, you can't even trust. So there could be a lack of trust with someone that you have going on, AA. And that could be why, you know, you're feeling a little difficult. I just get this sense of, you know, these are two people that are emotionally not on the same page. And as a result, you know, you could actually be hurting each other rather than helping each other. Give me one more card, Three of Cups. Yeah, just, you know, whatever's going on between you and someone else, I mean, the less people know, the better off everybody's going to be. You know, and it could also be that it includes other people. I mean, that's the other thing. So anyway, AA, just be really, really careful of the emotions, because I don't think anybody can trust their emotions in this scenario right now. Holy cow. All right, let's see. Kenneth, you're 40. Good for you. You're at a crossroads. Let's see, who's next? Desiree, will your oldest son come back home soon? Wait, Desiree, are you not Lena? Nope, Lena's got a whole other thing going on. Never mind. My bad. All right, let's find out. Desiree, will your son come home soon? Grateful, thankful for the messages. For Desiree, grateful, thankful. Will your son come back home? Grateful, thankful for the messages for Desiree. All right, Desiree, let's find out if your oldest son is going to come back home. And what we get is a Devil card coming in reverse. I don't see him coming home, but I see that he's going to do better. If he's been involved in something that has been really toxic or hasn't been really good for him, the Devil card coming in reverse, I see him kind of pulling out of a scene or some situation that wasn't really healthy. But, you know, him coming home, I don't see him coming home. So that's what I've got for you, Desiree. Ricardo, welcome in. Baby girl, I believe I just read for you. So, Ricardo, you want to know if you'll ever become a transsexual woman? Well, do you want to become a trans woman? Then just be it. Do it. That's on you. I'm not even going to pull a card on that. Miko, welcome in. You know, I mean, really, if you want to be a trans woman, be a trans woman. What's stopping you? You're the only person stopping you from being a trans woman. I mean, honestly, that's the way I see it. My niece, she's trans. My friend's daughter, she's trans. I got a lot of trans people in my life. They live very, very happy lives. And we love them dearly. So be a trans woman if that's what you want. All right, Shriti. Your future connection with Venus? We get divorced from current marriage. Uh-oh, and come to you. Uh-oh, that's always a hard one. Let's first find out whether or not he's ever going to get divorced, because right there is your answer. All right, Tree Debbie. Let's find out whether or not this guy is ever going to divorce his wife. Is he ever? No, he's not going to divorce his wife. He's not going to divorce. He's going to keep it. He's going to eat his cake. He's going to eat it too. This is just somebody who just gets his way with everything that they want. So be very, very careful, because he's not going to leave her for you. You know, I mean, really, he's not. You're better off finding somebody who is not married and go from there. All right, Lena, does Victor Manuel Gomez want to be with you? All right, let's find out, Lena. Okay, Lena, let's find out. Victor Manuel Gomez, does he want to be with her? Yes or no? Inquiring minds want to know. Grateful, thankful for the messages for Lena. All right, you ready, Lena? Here comes your answer. Does he? Yes or no? No, he doesn't. I mean, honestly, Page of Cups coming in reverse. I mean, this is somebody that likes to do what he wants to do. He's not very serious. You know, this is somebody who's very young. He could be even immature. And then we have the Five of Wands. You know, I think he likes to have a lot of people around him. So he would not even be an exclusive for you. So be really, really careful with this guy, because I just don't feel like he means it with you or anyone. He's a player. He's a very immature player at that. Anyway, that's what I've got for you, Lena. Oh, I am so sorry, baby girl, about your dog. I love my animals. Yeah, Desiree, let's get those likes up, please. Sure appreciate it. I really appreciate all of you guys. Chappie, welcome in. Will you ever reconnect with your family? Let's find out if you will ever reconnect with your family. Grateful, thankful, Chappie, for the messages for you. Will you ever reconnect with your family? Grateful, thankful for the messages for Chappie. Wants to know whether he will ever, or she will ever, reconnect with their family. Let's see. I do see that will happen. Temperance card. Be patient. All right. This is a card that says just wait. You'll eventually connect. And my focus goes to that bright sun back here. Possibly in the springtime when the tulips are around, when the flowers are blooming. But this is so encouraging. So yeah, I'm going to say yes, you will eventually reconnect with your family. Nihat, Erden. Well, good. Ricardo, you need the confirmation. Now, Ricardo, aren't you the one that wants to know whether or not you're going to be a trans woman? I told you, if you want to be a trans woman, then you need to be a trans woman. Just do it, if that's what you want. Moving forward, just wondering how Mel is feeling about the divorce, and has he moved on yet? Welcome in, Mel. Grateful, thankful for the messages, Mel. All right, let's see. How is Mel feeling about the divorce, and has he moved on yet? Moving forward. Wondering how Mel is feeling about the divorce. Let's find out. You're welcome, Chappie. All right, the Tower. Oh my gosh, his whole life is crumbled. That's what I feel. With the Tower, it's like everything's fallen apart, and now the Magician doesn't know really how to pull himself back together again. I'm getting some anger with this too. Has he moved on yet? I think he's trying to move on, but I don't think he's having an easy time about it. Three of Cups, maybe doing a lot of socializing. I just don't think he's handled the divorce very well, honestly. If you know, that's my honest feeling about it. And the fact we go to the Magician to the Three of Cups, I'm just wondering whether or not, you know, he's, you know, being out there, putting himself out there more socially, maybe getting himself out there. I don't feel like it's what he really wants to do. It's what he feels like emotionally he has to do to handle it. So that's what I feel about that moving forward. Yeah, the Death card. I think he's having a hard time. I just think, you know, Sometimes, you know, when I got divorced, my ex, I knew he wasn't going to have a good time. You know, he got himself locked up in jail for 30, you know, well, for 30 years. He was looking at 30 years, but he ended up getting out. But yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Some people just don't handle that very well. Sri Devi. Let's see. All right, let's see. Let's move on now. We don't have too many. Sri Devi, I'm going to pull a card on you. General reading for you. Grateful, thankful. And at the end, Ricardo, I'll pull a card for you. Although you already know the answer. That's why I hesitate to pull a card, because the answer is clear. All right, let's see, Sri Devi, let's see, general reading for you. Let's get a card out for you, Sri Devi. We have the Chariot coming in reverse to the Six of Swords. You know, so there might be a situation that might be difficult that you've been dealing with. I don't see it's going to get resolved anytime soon. If anything, I see it coming to a halt or a standstill. With the Chariot card also coming in, Sri Devi, be very careful about, you know, how you travel. Give yourself extra time. It's just like, you know, getting things done or trying to push through a situation. Like I said, there's a situation you're dealing with that you may have to return to, that you might have left, that you thought was over. You know, I just feel as if it's really bringing up a real block for you. You know, and then we have the Five of Pentacles. But once it's done, you'll be able to move on, all right? So sometimes we have to do what we got to do, even if we don't want to, all right? That's what I've got for you, Sri Devi. How do you stay loving when anger is all around me? Oh, boy, I tell you what, that's a big golden question, right? You just got to learn how to be peace within yourself. I mean, you don't have to engage, honestly. You know, and I always tell people, don't engage. You know, the minute you engage, you've activated that negative energy and, you know, that anger. Don't go there. Because if you don't engage, you're not a part of it. All right, let's see. Who else is out there? M World Must Change. Hi, can I look at love? I sure can. All right, Lily, I see you. I'll get to you as well. All right, M World Must Change. Let's look at love for you. Grateful, thankful. Thanks, you guys, for all the likes, the comments, and the shares. Really makes me feel good to see you guys out there helping me out. All right, M World Must Change. Let's look at love for you. Grateful, thankful for the messages for you. Oh, this card wanted to stay out. All right, Six of Swords. I feel like something is coming back. You know, Six of Swords is an energy of something that's been very troubled, and you might have been in a relationship that was really, really hard. And with the Six of Swords coming back, it's reversed, you know, it may come back. So it may not be over. King of Swords, yes. I think if this guy has it his way, it's not over. So just be aware that this person isn't done. They want to have the last word is what I feel is going on in world. Three of Wands, you know, it's also reversed. Yeah, it's just like, I just feel as if, you know, this is one of these things that it doesn't have future potential, but I think it needs to end on his terms, not on your terms, and then I'll be happy. But it's not going to be easy, because I just feel like this guy just likes to stab and stab and stab. So be careful of that. Yeah, Five of Swords. You know, I just feel like there's somebody in your presence that likes to fight, likes to get you mad. It's almost like they enjoy it. So just be careful of that energy. And if you can shut it down, shut it down. You know, because it's just not healthy for you. M World Must Change, because that's what needs to change, huh? Larry, you want to know whether or not you are with the right person. Grateful, thankful. I'll do you, Larry, and then I'll jump down to you, Lily, all right? Grateful, thankful, Larry. Larry needs to know whether or not he's with the right person. Grateful, thankful for the messages for Larry today. Is Larry with the right person? Grateful, thankful for the messages for Larry. Hey, welcome in, B. I don't know how to say your name, but welcome. You're the last one that came in this chat. All right, listen, Larry, are you with the right person? I got the Ten of Pentacles. I say yes. You know, the Ten of Pentacles is about having everything you ever wanted. Yes, and then she comes out with the Empress. I mean, you're definitely with the right person. This is somebody who, if you want to have kids, she's the one, especially with the Ten of Pentacles. Very happy, happy life the two of you could have. I'm definitely feeling like you are with the right person, Larry. All right? So go ahead, jump in with both feet. All right, Lily, it's your turn. Grateful, thankful, you guys. Nice to have you guys popping in. I'm doing free readings. If you have a question, throw it in the chat. All right, Lily. What's going on with you, Lily? Let's see. Where's your question, Lily? Could you please check your energy that's around? All right. Let's check in on Lily. Grateful, thankful. Nice to meet you, Praveen. All right, Lily. Let's find out. What's your energy looking like? Grateful, thankful for the messages. For Lily, checking the energy for Lily. Grateful, thankful for the messages for Lily. All right, Lily, we got the Wheel of Fortune coming in reverse to the Tower, also reversed. All right, and then we got the Moon card reversed. So be careful, all right, because I feel as if, you know, something that maybe you don't want to come out could come out. Because I'm feeling like, you know, there's a secret or there's an emotion or there's something that you've been suppressing or hiding. And with the Wheel of Fortune and the Tower coming in like this, I feel as if, you know, out of nowhere, something could erupt. And, you know, whatever it is that you were hoping nobody was going to ever find out, could find out. Let's get one more card. Eight of Wands. Yeah, I could just set things in motion. So, you know, whether this is you saying something that kind of opens a can of worms, I just feel as if be very, very careful that some secret or something that you've been trying to keep quiet about doesn't come out, because I feel as if, you know, that wouldn't be very good. It's almost as if, you know, like you would really spoil it for a lot of people if something came out as well. But anyway, once it's out, it's out. So that's what I've got for you, Lily. Who else is out there? Botomelo Breaker. I don't know if I said your name right. Praveen, you are the last one in the chat. If you have a question, I will make you the last person I pull a card for. And if you don't have a question, I'm just going to pop off and call it a good day. And hopefully be back tomorrow. My days have been really, really busy lately, but let's see if maybe tomorrow I can come back and do a weekend read. Praveen, are you still out there? Hello, hello. There's still a few people in the chat, so I'm going to give you last call. We'll call this last call for readings. If you want a reading in the next 30 seconds, you'll get one. And if you're not, then you won't get one. It's as simple as that. All right, so grateful, thankful, you guys. It was great. It was nice to be here today. It was nice to talk to all of you guys, be a part of everything. Larry, you want me to pull a card? I just pulled a card for you. You have a really good relationship. So we're not gonna ruin it by pulling another card. All is well in your camp, Larry. So we're gonna leave that alone. All right. So listen, you guys, I will see you hopefully tomorrow. Until then, be well, be happy, be kind, and yeah, I'll see you later. Bye now.